You've probably heard of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all these other cryptocurrencies that are out there. But what is XRP Ledger and how does it work? XRP Ripple is a cryptocurrency token that is basically designed to create a more decentralized financial system. However, explaining XRP like this is similar to calling Tesla a fast car. We need to delve further into the mechanics to understand the hype surrounding this token. Hello and welcome to Crypto Dogmas. In this video, I'm going to break down what XRP Ledger is and how it works. A lot of people are talking about it, but don't really know what it is, so I'm here to clear things up for you. So sit back, relax, and let me teach you everything you need to know about XRP Ledger. Okay? Let's get started. Aiming to revolutionize the whole crypto industry, this project has been under development since 2012. The XRP Ledger, the software that enables the use of XRP, presented a new method of running blockchains that its supporters argue is more suited for transactions. Everyone is welcome to participate in the Bitcoin blockchain, which is used to verify transactions and protect the cryptocurrency's underlying software. On the other side, the XRP Ledger restricts validation and security assistance to a small subset of network participants. Together, they make up what is called the unique node list, which includes more than 150 different members of the network. And yet, is XRP truly decentralized? At the time of the introduction, 100 billion XRP tokens were pre-mined and given away to early adopters, partners, and the public at large. Some people were worried about the decentralization of the system at the time because a small number of people own most of the currency. Further fueling the flames is the fact that the for-profit corporation called Ripple is the primary actor in the XRP ecosystem at present. Since Ripple is a major holder of XRP tokens, it plays a crucial role in the development and upkeep of the XRP Ledger. Difference between XRP and Ripple. Now, before we get into talking about XRP, we need to differentiate between XRP and Ripple. You may have seen some people and even some experts call XRP and Ripple the same thing. It's crucial that you know the difference between the two. To clarify, XRP is a cryptocurrency and Ripple is a for-profit firm that supports and develops XRP and the underlying software, the XRP Ledger, as well as other transactions-focused projects. The corporation insists both are independent operations. According to Ripple's website, XRP is faster, less costly, and more scalable than any other cryptocurrency. The XRP Ledger is used to fuel cutting-edge solutions throughout the payments ecosystem. As for Ripple, the company's website says that Ripple is committed to developing technologies that will facilitate the release of XRP's additional usefulness and revolutionize payments around the world. There are a variety of different applications being explored by third parties that involve XRP. XRP Ledger Introduction. With that difference clear, let us now talk in detail about the XRP Ledger. 3 engineers set out to create a speedier, more energy-efficient blockchain, and the XRP Ledger, XRPL, is the result of their efforts. For almost a decade, it has been the blockchain of choice for facilitating the widespread settlement and liquidity of tokenized assets. It's been running nonstop since 2012, allowing programmers to create a myriad of XRPL-related projects. Today, the XRPL hosts a diverse set of apps that cover use cases as varied as micropayments, distributed financial infrastructure, and tokenizations. How does XRP Ledger work? Transactions in the XRPL are validated by a novel federated consensus mechanism in contrast to Bitcoin and Ethereum. XRPL transactions are confirmed when a group of trusted, independently operated computers, known as validators, agree on the transaction's timing and outcome via a consensus process. Any transaction that conforms to the protocol is instantly confirmed, and all servers in the network process them in the same way. Anyone can run a validator, and all transactions are open and visible to the world. Over 150 validators run by academic institutions, currency exchanges, corporations, and private individuals throughout the world are now contributing to the ledger. In the years since its launch in January 2013, the XRPL has processed billions of transactions. More than 1,500 TPS are supported by the XRPL. and confirmations take between 3 and 5 seconds thanks to the federated consensus method. In addition to the low transaction fees, usually under a penny, users also benefit from the fairness of the system, as no single participant has the power to prioritize certain transactions over others. Because no one actor takes a call on their own, all validated transactions can be performed without a single point of failure. Applications of XRP Ledger for developers. Now, let's talk about the potential applications of XRP. The ledger gives programmers a lot of power and versatility, as they can use Python, Java, and JavaScript. Anyone from solo programmers to large corporations can utilize the XRPL to create applications for a wide range of scenarios. Developers can find numerous guides on the XRPL website to assist them to learn new programming languages, constructing apps, and administrating accounts, among other things. Developers utilize the XRP Ledger and its native coin, XRP, to create solutions that address inefficiencies in a variety of areas, such as remittances and the tokenization of assets. Before we get into the uses of XRP, if you enjoyed this video so far, why don't you click on the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to remain updated about all the future videos. With that out of the way, let us get back to the video. Uses of XRP Ledger. One of XRP's main uses is payments. Transferring assets globally using XRP Ledger paves the way for immediate cross-border payments including remittances, treasury payments, payrolls, and more. In order to facilitate international transactions, RippleNet utilizes the XRP Ledger to create a decentralized network of banks and payment providers. Users can also use an XRP wallet, such as Sum, to transact XRP, a neutral bridge asset designed for low-cost international transfers. Another usage is tokenization. On the XRP Ledger, any asset, whether it be a fungible token, a stable coin, an NFT, or a central bank digital currency, can be tokenized, CBDCs. 5,400 currencies have been issued and traded on the XRPL as of May 2022. If you'd like to learn more about how CBDCs work, watch our video in the top right corner. In this video, we talk about what are CBDCs, the origins, and the plans for adoption. How to buy XRP. So, how can you get your hands on XRP? For the most part, you can get XRP in one of two methods. There are two main ways to acquire XRP: through a cryptocurrency exchange or through a private party offering to sell their XRP. Your XRP must be stored in a wallet that supports XRP, regardless of how you obtain it. Creating a decentralized wallet where you're responsible for the storage and security of your cryptocurrency is an alternative to opening an account in a cryptocurrency exchange and allowing the exchange to take care of your coins for you. If you'd like to learn more about securely storing your crypto, make sure to watch our video in the top right corner. In this video, we'll discuss the best hot and cold wallets to store your crypto securely. Now, if you know even a little about cryptocurrencies, you must know that there is always a verification process involved when it comes to cryptocurrencies. Well, when it comes to transaction verification, XRP Ledger uses a trust-based consensus process known as the XRP Ledger Consensus Protocol, as opposed to Bitcoin's proof of work and mining. In contrast to Bitcoin's blockchain, where information is certified as untrustworthy by thousands of miners worldwide, XRP Ledger is trust-based, and the vast majority of transactions are validated by a small group of validators. On a global scale, only 35 validators are flagged in this way. Each validator on the list has been verified as trustworthy. When it comes to inclusion on the unique node list, Ripple is the final arbiter. That being stated, feel free to employ whatever verifier best suits your needs. Issues with XRP and Ripple. So what are some of the problems associated with XRP and Ripple? Well, the first is that the system, even though the creators claim is decentralized, has some features of a centralized system. This issue primarily arises from the fact that there is a default list of validators, as we mentioned earlier. The next issue is that there is already pre-mined supply of XRP tokens. Even while most of the Ripple supply that isn't now in circulation is locked up in escrow, it's feasible that huge numbers could be released at inconvenient times, which could have an effect on the value of XRP. Oh, and let us not forget to mention that currently Ripple is locked in a struggle with the SEC. The SEC filed a lawsuit against Ripple in December 2020, claiming that the company should have registered XRP as security since it has the ability to control when XRP is released. This claim has been refuted by the corporation. The lawsuit is still going on, and things look like they're going Ripple's way, but you never know till there is a solid outcome. If you'd like to learn more about the battle between the SEC and Ripple, make sure to watch our video in the top right corner. We'll discuss the main reasons why is the SEC going after Ripple, XRP price predictions, and more. The XRP ledger seems to be the future of financial systems. However, its limitations are concerning and might mean that the payment system might never reach its true potential. But despite that, it is an amazing step in the direction of the financial revolution that cryptocurrencies promise to bring. So, you may be wondering, is XRP a good investment? Well, the short answer is yes. We believe the price of XRP will increase in the future. The price is still very low, and looking at what is happening in the world of financial institutions where Swift is looking to partner with Ripple's rival R3, it's only a matter of time before the price of XRP skyrockets. So that's all the time we had today. We hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to share it with a friend who would enjoy it as much as you did. Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to remain updated about all our future uploads. Tell us what you think about XRP. Do you currently own some XRP? We'd love to hear your experience in the comments below. Thank you so much for sharing your precious time and watching the video this far. Goodbye and see you in the next video.